Hey, what's up guys, welcome you back to my channel, and today I have this Note 20. This thing is a pretty special device for me. I've been using this for around 4 months now, and this thing is a pretty good device to work with. First of all, if I talk about its display, this thing is a hectic display, and this thing is pretty good. First of all, the display is pretty nice. It gives a great sharp picture output. The contrast also on this is pretty good. It has a very good brightness, but the only fact about this display that is not mesmerizing is its 60 hertz panel. Yeah, it's 60 hertz compared to the Note 20 Ultra's 90 hertz, which is pretty fast compared to this thing does feel a bit laggy, but the display is pretty nice on this. Other than that, if I talk about its processor, yeah, this thing it has a pretty good processor to work with, and I love the processor of it because it gives a pretty good performance output. The processor is Snapdragon 865 Plus, a pretty powerful flagship processor on this, which I love using every day, and this thing is a pretty fast phone to work with and a pretty powerful phone to work with. And this thing also has 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, and I do a lot of things on this, which does need that amount of power to handle the work. And I also play game on this because this thing is a pretty good phone for gaming, and it's pretty smooth and it's pretty fun playing on this. I even run Genshin Impact at highest FPS rate and highest graphics rate possible to test this thing out, which is pretty fun doing, and I love doing that. No, this thing does not heat up while gaming or does not gives out any lag, which is a pretty great thing for this phone. Even it's around 4 years old. Yeah, it's around 4 years old, but this thing still gets updates. It's mainly security patches, but yeah, it does get updates. Now let's talk about its cameras. The cameras are pretty nice. I usually do filming on this, and I love filming on this because this thing is a pretty great device to work with. And I also shoot pictures on this because yeah, it does put out some pretty crisp and clear, pretty nice pictures with great textures and color contrast, etc, etc, which makes it a pretty good phone for filming and shooting pictures, and I love doing it. Other than that, if I talk about its battery, yeah, it's 4300 mAh, which degraded over time to 4100 something mAh, which is a minus for this, and this thing does not last for the whole day if you are playing games on this, heavy games like Genshin Impact or any other things. Now I do need to frequently charge this thing whenever I'm playing games or something like that. Now this thing also has a 5 watt, maybe 5 watt, I'm not sure, I forgot, wireless charging, which is pretty nice. And other than that, this thing has a 25 watts super fast wireless charging, which makes it at about half an hour to go from 50 to 100. Yeah, it takes only half an hour. This thing is a pretty great thing for staying in charge, whatever. Other than that, I have a pen on this, and I frequently use the pen for sketching and writing scripts. I love sketching on this, and the sound and the satisfaction is totally on the next level, and I love using this as a sketch book or something like that. And I also write scripts on this, so this thing is a great device to work with. I love it. I love the display of it, I love the cameras of it, and every other details of it, except for the battery life of this. Yeah, the battery life is a bit of trash, but other than that, everything is fine on this. So yeah, I would love to continue around 2 to 3 years with this phone before I change it to the next device if this thing does not have any issues. So yeah, this is going to be my daily driver for the next 2 to 3 years, even after 4 months of use, and I'm still satisfied with it. So yeah, that's it. This is my Note 20, and peace.